Welcome to this explainer. Look, if you've been putting in the work, just grinding day after day, but you constantly feel like you're hitting this invisible ceiling, like maybe you've built the perfect product, but you just can't bring yourself to actually launch it, well, you are in exactly the right place. Today, we're exposing a hidden force. We're talking about an invisible saboteur that operates entirely in the background of your mind. We're going to be diving into some crucial success secrets specifically for high achievers, really unpacking those subconscious anxieties that are literally holding you back from your ultimate breakthrough. Because let's be real, you guys already have the mechanics of success completely dialed in. It's the internal psychological friction that's stalling the engine. Okay, let's dive right into this, because the reality here completely shatters this universal assumption we've all been spoon-fed. Right? We talk constantly about the fear of failure. Society basically conditions us to think that the reason we hesitate is simply because we're terrified of falling flat on our faces. But when you uncover the counterintuitive truth, you see a completely different story. The deeper, hidden reality, you're actually terrified of succeeding. Yeah, no joke. The fear of failure is often just a really convenient mask we wear. For a high achiever, the true invisible saboteur is actually success itself. Section 1. Unpacking the fear. Let's take a closer look at this subconscious anxiety. Now, what's really interesting about this definition is that if we take a step back and really truly contemplate why succeeding is so deeply intimidating, we have to fundamentally redefine what it is we're actually aiming for. We usually picture success as this, glorious finish line or victory lap, but just look at what it really entails. Success means change. It brings immense responsibility. It requires stepping totally into the unknown, and it forces you to face the sudden, heavy expectations of other people. When you view it through that lens, success isn't just a shiny trophy on a shelf. It's a profound burden of new realities. It's a massive, fundamental shift in how the whole world interacts with you. And honestly, that leads us directly to the heaviest consequence of all. Succeeding means your current, comfortable reality, it's going to be gone forever. We're talking about the permanent loss of your old comfort zone. Think about it like this. Even if your current situation is like a lumpy, worn-out couch, well, it's your lumpy couch, right? It's familiar. You know the rules, you know the boundaries, you know exactly how to navigate it. True success demands that you literally burn the boats. And it's this deep, unconscious fear of losing the familiar that creates such a paralyzing sense of friction for so many high achievers. Because of all that friction, this unconscious fear starts creeping into our daily behavior. Let's do a quick self-diagnosis here. Are you suddenly delaying really important tasks? Are you making these brilliant, highly rationalized excuses for why you just can't launch that project today? Or maybe you're engaging in outright self-sabotage. The most fascinating and, let's be honest, frustrating part of this invisible saboteur is the timing. These behaviors mysteriously spike right when you are on the absolute verge of a breakthrough. Just as the door to success begins to open up, we instinctively try to slam it shut just to protect our little comfort zone. Section 2. The Action Blueprint. Here is how we shift into direct action. So we've identified that heavy, weighing anxiety of the unknown, but we are absolutely not going to stay stuck there. It is time to shift gears. The key strategy for us here is moving from overcomplication into direct action. Because, listen, anxiety thrives in the abstract. It loves it when you sit around overthinking the what-ifs of your future responsibilities. To actually overcome this subconscious terror of success, we have to build a literal, physical bridge right out of our anxiety. And the only material strong enough to build that bridge? Direct, unyielding action in the present moment. So the crucial point is this fast-paced 3-step framework that completely neutralizes the fear of success. Step 1, write your demands. Step 2, redefine success. And Step 3, expand your comfort zone. This blueprint is specifically designed to take that massive, intimidating concept of success and just break it all down into manageable, mechanical pieces that a high achiever like you can execute on a daily basis. So let's break down exactly how to run this playbook. Step 1, write down what success actually demands of you. Look, the fear of success is largely just a fear of the unknown. By actually putting these demands down on paper, you force that invisible saboteur right out into the light. Ask yourself, what exactly is going to change? What new responsibilities will you actually hold? When you physically write it down, it instantly stops being this terrifying abstract monster in your head, and it simply becomes a list of logistical challenges. It completely demystifies the fear. And this brilliantly illustrates the mindset shift required for step 2. When we look at the whole intimidation factor, we fear this massive lifestyle shock, right? We imagine waking up one day and suddenly everything is chaotic and overwhelmingly different. But the reality of success, the true secret for high achievers, is that it's literally just a series of daily inputs. You don't have to manage a massive lifestyle shock today. You only have to manage today's system of inputs. Just today. This contrast takes that chaotic, overwhelming feeling of success and completely replaces it with a calm, methodical, step-by-step reality. Which brings us to our final action item, step 3. Let's see how this builds up. You must actively expand your comfort zone daily. Since the fear of success is fundamentally rooted in the permanent loss of your comfort zone, the solution is to train your brain to actually become comfortable with discomfort. And you do this by intentionally doing one tiny thing that scares you every single day. It could be as simple as sending a somewhat intimidating email, or maybe just speaking up in a meeting. It doesn't have to be massive. It just has to be slightly outside the boundaries of what feels safe. Day by day, your comfort zone stretches, which makes that eventual leap into true success feel like just a totally natural next step. Section 3. The mindset shift. It is time to own your potential. We've mapped out the mechanics and the daily actions, but none of it really sticks without the right internal anchor. As a high achiever, you obviously have the work ethic, but you also have to truly recognize your own worthiness. I want you to let this thought really sink in. Do not shrink to make others comfortable, and do not hold yourself back out of fear of your own greatness. You are completely worthy of the success you seek. The expectations of others, the changes in your relationships, the new responsibilities, you are more than capable of handling all of it. Please do not let the invisible saboteur convince you that you need to play small just to keep things predictable. So, here is your mandate. Step forward and implement this advice immediately. Take a deep breath and start building that physical bridge out of your anxiety right now. We're on this journey to build a focused, driven, and inspired life together, breaking right through those subconscious barriers. Apply these steps today and don't let your own potential intimidate you. Stay focused, stay driven, and absolutely own your potential. I'm going to leave you with this single, crucial question to kickstart step 3 of your blueprint right this very second. What one tiny thing scares you today? Go do it. I'll see you in our next explainer.